Hello everyone, I'm Ekaterina Bal and this is a video about grammar. And the topic of our video today is noun clauses. So let's get started with a few examples of noun clauses first. Look at these two sentences. I don't know her address. Adresini bilmiyorum. Her address is unknown, right? Adresi belli değil. Now, how do we make noun clauses out of these sentences? So, noun clauses will look like this. I don't know where she lives. Nerede oturduğunu bilmiyorum. Where she lives is a noun clause. And this is the object of the sentence. I don't know what, yeah? Where she lives is actually the object of this sentence. What about the second sentence? Her address is unknown. Where she lives is unknown. Nerede oturduğu belli değil. So, out of a noun, right? Noun or noun phrase, her address, we made a noun clause. Where she lives, and in this position, this is the subject of the sentence. Where she lives, yeah. What is unknown? This is the question that we can ask to this sentence. We don't know where she lives is unknown. Noun clauses, so you can see that noun clauses can be used as objects or as subjects of the sentence. There are a few more functions of noun clauses, and we will look at them a bit later. And now, what is a noun clause? Basically, a noun clause is it functions as a noun or a noun phrase, but it has a subject and a verb. It answers questions like who, whom, or what. So that's why we call these parts noun clauses, because they function, they work, they function like nouns or noun phrases. Let me give you a few more examples from some movies. Let's watch the video together.
This thing is safe. Are you sure this thing is...
I mean, who else? Huh? But I think he was talking to you.
Me.
I mean, who else? Huh?
Did you hear what I said, Forrest? You're the same as everybody else. You are no different.
Did you see them? Do you know where they went?
Yes,
Where? Where did they go?
Demogorgon.
Okay, so what are those sentences used in the video? Are you sure this thing is safe? Or we can say, are you sure that this thing is safe? I think that he was talking to you. Yeah, I think he was talking to you. That can be omitted in this sentence. I will explain you it later. Did you hear what I said, Forrest? What I said. This is a noun clause. Did you see them? Do you know where they went? Where they went. This part is a noun clause. So you see that to make noun clauses, we use such words as that, or, what, or, where, or, when. So WH words, right? The words that we use in questions as well. let's look at the types of noun clauses. So, as you've seen it from the video, noun clauses can start with that. He knows that I am a dentist. Noun clauses can also start with question words, WH, so-called WH words. Please tell me who came to the party. Or clauses can also start with whether or if. I don't know if my brother is at home. I don't know whether my brother is at home. Kardeşimin evde olup olmadığını bilmiyorum. Whether or if are used for olup olmadığını in Turkish. But I will give you more examples with each type of noun clauses. Now, noun clauses beginning with that, yeah? The word that is used to introduce the noun clause, it introduces a fact or an idea. Now we've got two sentences here. She doesn't like pop music and he committed the crime. Yeah, what about the first sentence? How can we make it a noun clause? Yeah, how can we write it with a noun clause? We know that she doesn't like pop music. Yeah, by adding that, we can make a noun clause. We know she doesn't like pop music. That can be omitted. And in this case, yeah, we know what. That's the object of the sentence. That she doesn't like pop music is the object of the sentence, right? He committed the crime. If we use a noun clause, we can say something like this. That he committed the crime is obvious. That we can also use it at the beginning of the sentence to introduce some fact, yeah, or an idea. But we don't use it a lot in the spoken form. This is quite formal. This kind of sentences are quite formal and academic. And in this case, by the way, this part is the subject of the sentence, right? Is obvious is the predicate of the sentence. That the verb, yeah, functions as the verb, and this is the subject, the first part. That clauses, when do we use them? We use them after some verbs. What are those verbs? Look at them. We can use them after such words as admit, confess, doubt, mention, promise, suggest, repeat, confirm, yeah, or decide. Lots of verbs. We sometimes we also call those words reporting verbs. The teacher claims that he cheated during the exam. He never admits that, or without that, he has made a mistake. The student complained that he had to write a lot of essays. Yeah? So this part, the part after the verb, which starts with that, is the noun clause. So if we translate those sentences in Turkish, let's look at the first one. Sınavda kopya çektiğini öğretmen öğretmen sınavda kopya çektiğini iddia ediyor. What about the second one? Hata yaptığını itiraf ediyor. If we translate these sentences in Turkish, they will look like, let's look at the first one. Öğretmen sınavda onun kopya çektiğini iddia ediyor. Right? What about the second one? O hiçbir zaman hata yaptığını kabul etmiyor. Öğrenci çok fazla essay yazmak zorunda kaldığından şikayetçiydi. Right? Complained. Nouns. Yeah, that clauses can also be used after some nouns. It's a wonder that she survived the accident. Wonder, yeah. And the part that follows it, this is the noun clause. Have you heard the rumor that the famous athlete had been murdered? Rumor, yeah. And the part that follows the noun is the noun clause. Some other nouns which are used with noun clauses: belief, fact, idea, assumption, claim, possibility. So you can very often see them with noun clauses, and also very often those sentences start with it. Yeah, it's a common belief that, for example. Yeah. Also, noun clauses can be used, that clauses, yeah, can be used after some adjectives. It is very surprising that she was dismissed from her job. Yes, surprising is an adjective. I'm glad that you passed the exam, or I'm glad you passed the exam. What are some other adjectives used with noun clauses? Afraid, amused, annoyed, yeah, or impatient, or pleased, or proud, sorry. I'm very sorry that, yeah, or I'm certain that, yeah. I'm glad that you passed the exam. Sınavı geçtiğinden memnunum. Right? The fact. We very often we use, or we not often, but that's the only way. Yeah, we can use noun clauses with this word. The fact that. Yeah. The fact that she couldn't pass the exam disappointed us. I'm not responsible for the fact that we lost the contract. Now, it's quite formal, and we usually use this phrase in academic writing. So you can see it very often in official writings, well, in academic writing. The fact that. So basically, in this sentence, the fact that means that she couldn't pass the exam disappointed us. Onun sınavı geçmemesi bizi üzdü. Right? I'm not responsible for the fact that we lost the contract. Sözleşmeyi kaybettiğimizden sorumlu değilim. Right? So the fact actually means what? Gerçek, right? Bilinen bir gerçektir, bir gerçektir. But we cannot translate it like this in these two sentences. So it basically means that. Is a complement of to be. Complement of the verb to be. So the verb to be is here, right? Is, the result is that nobody is satisfied with the program. And the part that follows after the verb to be, that's a noun clause. So something that completes, right? Complement, that completes the verb to be. My belief is that we will win. Again, this part completes the verb to be. Okay. What about question words? Yeah, so we know that noun clauses are also used with question words such as when, where, why, how, who, whom, what, which, whose. All these question words can introduce a noun clause. how do we use them in noun clauses? Look at these examples. So, where is George? I don't know it. I don't know where George is. So, when we make a sentence with a question word, it's an affirmative sentence, it's not a question. We use the WH word, right? And then we use the subject and then the verb. So we make it an affirmative sentence. It's not a question. Okay? Be careful about that. Where should I begin? I don't know this. I don't know where I should begin. So basically, we made one sentence out of two sentences. Where the question word, subject, and verb. The word order is like in affirmative sentences. Where are they? Where are they going on holiday? It is not known. Where are they going on holiday? It is not known. Where they are going on holiday is not known. Yeah, this is not a question. This is an affirmative sentence. That's why the word order is like in the affirmative sentences. So please be careful about that. Subject, verb, not vice versa. Okay, some other question words. When? Let me know, when will you come? We have two sentences here, and we made one sentences out of two using a question word, and we made a sentence with a noun clause. Let me know when you will come. Geleceğinden bana haber et. Ya, ne zaman geleceğini bana söyle. Okay. When will the next exam take place? It will be announced by the teacher, two sentences. And the sentence with the noun clause, when the next exam will take place, will be announced by the teacher. Why? I cannot understand. Why did he leave? I cannot understand why didn't he leave? Yeah, why he didn't leave. I cannot understand why he didn't leave. Neden gitmediğini anlamıyorum. Why does he behave like that? It's not known. Why he behaves like this is not known. Please pay attention to the word order. What? Yeah, we may believe. What do the scientists tell us? We may believe what scientists tell us. Bilim adamların bize ne söylediklerine inanabiliriz. What happened here yesterday? It is a mystery. Now let's make a noun clause out of these two sentences. What happened here yesterday is a mystery. A mystery, okay? What happened here yesterday? It is a mystery. What happened here yesterday is a mystery. How much or how many? Yeah, these are also question words. They don't start with WH, yeah, but these are also question words that we can use to make noun clauses. How do people interact? Her students were interested in this. Her students were interested in how people interact. So if we translate this sentence into Turkish, it will look like onun öğrencileri insanların nasıl iletişim kurduklarını merak ediyorlardı. He asked me how much did that t-shirt cost? He asked me how much that t-shirt cost. no did, right? We don't use do, does, or did, so-called yardımcı fiilleri. We don't use them in affirmative sentences. It's not a question, it's an affirmative sentence. So the word order is subject, yeah, the question word, subject, and verb. What about noun clauses beginning with if or whether? Olup olmadığını. We use those words for yes, no questions, yeah? When a yes, no question is changed to a noun clause, we use whether or if to introduce the clause. It can be used as the subject or the object of the sentence. Let's look at this question. Is she coming to the party? So I wonder whether she's coming to the party. That's the first variant. I wonder whether or not she's coming to the party. I wonder whether she's coming to the party or not. So, or not can be used at the end of the sentence. If she's coming to the party or not. I wonder if she's coming to the party or not. The meaning of if and whether is the same. When we use it as a noun clause, the meaning of if and whether is the same. Partiye gelip gelmeyeceğini merak ediyorum. So this is how we can translate this sentence into Turkish. And in this case, by the way, I wonder, yeah, what, about what, yeah? This is the object of the sentence. So we can also use it as the subject of the sentence. And the sentence will start with whether, right? And by the way, we cannot use if in subject position. We can use if only in the object position. Let's look at these sentences. Whether she's coming to the party isn't certain yet. So we cannot say if she's coming to the party isn't certain yet. No, because we can use, well, only whether is used in the subject position. Whether or not she's coming to the party isn't certain yet. Whether she's coming to the party or not isn't certain yet. Both three variants are possible. Partiye gelip gelmeyeceği belli değil. Right? This is the meaning of these three sentences. Please also pay attention to the spelling. Now, whether is spelled with WH, not like this. Let's do a short exercise. You should match the sentence halves. All these sentences have noun clauses. So please try to do the exercise on your own first. Pause the video now. Right, I hope you've got the sentences. Now, let's look at the first sentence. Everyone is surprised. Everyone is surprised. So it should be followed by that or I am question word, right? Everyone is surprised that she's lazy. Maybe, possible. Everyone is surprised what you have said. Not logical. Everyone is surprised why she did that. Maybe, yeah. But we have present simple here, right? It's the present tense. So maybe present perfect will be better here, will be a better option. Everyone is surprised that Jill has passed the exam. Yeah, is still unknown is impossible, right? Everyone is surprised that Jill has passed the exam. This is the first sentence. Makes her sad. What makes her sad? That she's lazy? Maybe. Why she did that? Possible. What you have said, yeah, present perfect and present simple is more logical. What you have said makes her sad. This is sentence number 2. How the documents went missing, that she's lazy is impossible. Yeah. Why she did that is also impossible here. But we need the verb to be, right? How the documents went missing is still unknown. This is sentence number 3. Her biggest weakness is that she's lazy. Yeah. And because why she did that is not possible here. Her biggest weakness is that she's lazy. That's the sentence number 4. And the last one, the last variant that we have, why she did that is a mystery to me. Okay, the sentence half in blue are noun clauses. Now let's try to combine the two sentences using if and whether. You can also use whether or not. Let's make one sentence out of two. Please try to do it on your own first. Pause the video now. Okay, let's look at the correct variants together. Hopefully you've done the sentences. Do you know if or whether she came or not? Yeah. Do you know whether or not she came? Number 2. Do you want to learn if or whether they have got here? Or we can also say, do you want to learn whether or not they have got here? Number 3. I haven't decided if or whether I will attend the conference. Or I haven't decided yet whether or not I will attend the conference. Both variants are possible. Number 4. He wondered if or whether he could afford it or not. He wondered whether or not he could afford it. 5. Be certain if or whether you remember what the punchline of the joke is or not. Yeah, you can also add it at the end. Be certain whether or not you remember what the punchline of the joke is. Number 6, whether there is life on other planets is not certain. Or you can say, whether there is life on other planets or not is not certain. And we cannot use if in this position because this is the subject of the sentence. Whether there is life on other planets is in the subject position, so if is not possible. So what are the functions of noun clauses? So I have already given you a few examples where noun clauses functioned as subjects and objects, and they can also function as subject complements and objects of a preposition. So what about subjects? On the left you can see noun phrases, and on the right we have noun clauses. Yeah, so we actually made noun clauses out of these noun phrases. His suggestion is sensible. What he suggests is sensible. This is the subject of the sentence, what he suggests, right? His reaction is unpredictable. How he will react is unpredictable, is the again the subject of the sentence. Her house is very beautiful. Where she lives is very beautiful. Her late arrival annoyed the teacher. That she arrived late annoyed the teacher. Or you can also say the fact that she arrived late annoyed the teacher. Anything that she says is wrong. Whatever she says is wrong. There will be more examples with ever words in a few minutes. What about the object position? Again, on the left, we have noun phrases, and on the right, we have sentences with noun clauses. I didn't hear his words. I didn't hear what he said. I believe his innocence. I believe that he is innocent. I don't know her name. I don't know what her name is. These are the objects of the sentence. The position is like this. And there is a little note here. When that clause is the object of the sentence, it may be omitted. Right? So, like in this case, I didn't hear, like in this case, I believe that he is innocent, or I believe he is innocent. So, when it is not subject but the object, this part, when a function says the object, we can omit that. Subject complement. My opinion. This is my opinion. This is what I think. Yeah, so it completes the subject. Subject complement part, this part follows the verb to be. So in all these sentences, we have the verb to be, which is followed by the noun clause. And this is what we mean by subject complement. Like it completes the verb to be, right? This is my opinion. This is what I think. His problem is his lack of confidence. His problem is that he lacks self-confidence. We wonder his decision. The question is whether he will accept our offer or not. What about prepositions? Object of a preposition. It all depends on his reaction, yeah? So on the left, you remember that we have noun phrases, yeah? Nouns, basically, nouns, and noun with a pronoun. We call it a noun phrase. And on the right, we have noun clauses, sentences with noun clauses. It all depends on his reaction. It all depends on how he will react. I'm optimistic about my promotion. I'm optimistic that I will be promoted. Or I'm optimistic I will be promoted when that clause is the complement of an adjective, yeah, optimistic adjective. When it follows the adjective, that can also be omitted. She hasn't told me anything about her decision. She hasn't told me anything about whether she will come. Yeah, whether or not she will come. And please also remember that we cannot use if in this position. We cannot use if after prepositions. Okay? We must use whether. So what about ever words in noun clauses? By ever words, I mean whoever, whatever, whichever. Whoever. Whoever is any person or it doesn't matter who. I think I have the freedom to talk to whoever or whomever is also possible. I like. Whomever is more formal. Yani istediğim kişiyle konuşabilirim. Herhangi biriyle konuşabilirim. Whoever or whomever I spoke to said they didn't like the party. Whatever. Whatever means anything at all or it doesn't matter what. Think over your words. Don't just say whatever comes into your mind. Aklına her geleni söyleme. We will give you whatever you need. Whichever. Yeah, so anything that comes to your mind, actually. That whatever means. Whichever, anyone at all, or it doesn't matter which. Here is the box of tools. You can take whichever one suits your requirements. So you can take any tool that suits your requirement. There are 3 rooms left at the hotel. You can choose whichever you want. So any room you want. The meaning is any. It doesn't matter which. Whenever, wherever, and however are also ever words used in noun clauses. Whenever means any time or it doesn't matter when. Shall we leave now? It's up to you. We can leave whenever you want. We can leave any time you want. You don't have to stay till the end of the program. You may leave whenever you wish. You may leave any time you wish. Wherever is connected with places. Any place, or it doesn't matter where. Where shall we go on holiday this summer? I haven't got a special place in my mind. We can go wherever you want. So any place, it doesn't matter which. I must, any place that we want. I must talk to her at once. Try to find wherever she is. Try to find her wherever she is, right? So try to find her anywhere, in any place that she may be in. However means any way at all, or it doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter which way. You can furnish the house however you like. So you can furnish the house the way you like. How would you like your egg? However you cook the egg is alright with me. So however does not have the meaning of but in this sentences, in this meaning. It has the meaning of any way you like. Decide on the function of the noun clause in the sentence now, please. So decide whether the noun clause is used in the function of subject, object, what else? Object of preposition, right? Or subject complement. Let's look at the first sentence. We expect that the rain will stop soon. What is the function of this part? That's an object, right? It functions as an object. What do we expect soon? That sales have gone up is good news indeed. What is good news? This is the subject of the sentence, this part. She spends money for whatever she wants. For what? Yeah? This is object of preposition, for. Yeah? So it follows the preposition. So that's an object of preposition. Whoever rides in a car should wear a seatbelt. Whoever rides in a car is in the position of subject. Yeah, who should wear a seatbelt? Billy's mistake was that he refused to take lessons. That he refused to take lessons follows the verb to be. That's a subject complement. Okay. And now that's the last exercise for today. And you should choose the correct variant. Please do the exercise on your own first. Pause the video now. Hopefully you've chosen the correct variant. Now let's look at the sentences together. Sentence 1. Whether he has received an acceptance to a university does not concern me. Right? Whether or not this part is in the position of subject, right? That's the subject of the sentence. So it should be followed by a verb. It cannot be followed by it. Yeah, it should be followed directly by a verb. All of the students are confident that they will pass. Yeah, which, what, or if are not possible in this position. What I told the director is a private matter. Yeah, be is not possible here because so followed by the verb to be. Yeah, so we need a subject. Yeah, this part is the subject of the sentence. By the way, if you translate it into Turkish, right, so it will be something like müdüre ne dediğim, müdüre söylediklerim özel bir meseledir. Ya da müdüre ne söylediğim, right, özel meseledir. 4. That they accepted his apology made him feel better. Yeah, so the fact, you can also use the fact in this position, by the way. The fact that they accepted his apology made him feel better. This is the subject of the sentence. I don't mind whoever you ask. You can ask anybody. The meaning of anybody, yeah, whoever has the meaning of anybody. Now, hopefully you know that there are 3 types of noun clauses. They can start with that, they can start with WH question words, or they can start with if or whether. We also know that noun clauses can have different functions in sentences, and we should be careful about those. And we also know that ever words are also used in noun clauses. That's basically all that I had for you today. Thank you for watching the video and goodbye.